So this here is the Primula Classic Stovetop Espresso Coffee Maker. And it's pretty simple. So the first thing you would do is you would unscrew this off here. And then you have here where you would put your coffee grounds in. Here's where you would fill the water. You can go as high or as low as you want, depending on how strong you want it to be. I sometimes literally just put a little bit in, and then I put like 2 servings of coffee in there, which is like a double shot of espresso, and I make a small espresso out of it. But for the sake of this, I'm going to fill this up most of the way. And then I'm going to put this in here. You can even use Keurigs. So I just use Keurig pods, and I just take the top off. I'm going to put that's 1 shot in there. And then that's another shot. And then I simply will just take something to just mat it down like that. And then the top goes back on. And then you cook it. And as you can see, the heat I keep it on is really just enough to surround the bottom of that. Typically, they start whistling out of this area when it's done. I've had 2 of these. They never whistled. I'm not really sure why. But I can usually tell when it's done because I'll hear bubbling at the top. And then when the bubbling stops and I just hear air and noise, I know it's done. So this is done. And then here, everything just comes out of the top over here. And now there you go. You just pour the whole cup of coffee all the way through. Now this is one thing I'm going to point out about this. A bunch just spilled on the floor. It spilled right out of this area here. Again, this is the second one I had. Both of them did that. Not really sure why, no matter how tight you make it. It makes a very good cup of coffee. It does spill. You got to pour it over a sink, though. So I would say to keep that in mind.